Titans Guild. Well, Titans Guild, you are probably too young for this, but you can listen in if you want, but wait, is there anyone here right now? I'll just wait till Fig Tree comes back. Oh, that's weird. Why did it say 0 people watching? So, yeah, let's start from talking about flat rate interests. So flat rate interest is when the interest doesn't change throughout the term of the loan. Okay, so for example, if you buy a car or something, okay, if you buy some sort of car, usually it's for a smaller loan, so like $20,000 for a car, and then yes, it is continuing. Can you see the stream? So yeah, if you borrow money to buy a car, chances are it could be flat rate because every month the repayment is set, and you just pay the same interest the whole time. So yeah, the interest for that is I equals PRT over 100. Okay, P is the principal. Right, how much more money you borrow in the beginning. And R is the rate of interest. Per year. T is number of years. Okay, so let's do a few examples. Let's say calculate the flat interests to be paid on a let's say, how much do you want to borrow for a car? I don't know, 150 $15,000 for a car. That's pretty much how much I borrowed for my what is it, Hyundai i20. That's what I drive. If you spend too much money on cars, 30k, yeah, your first car, you're probably not going to have that much money. Yeah, look guys, if you want to buy a car, just spend as little as possible. That's what I suggest. And calculate the flat rate interest on 15,000 at, so what is the percentage per year? Well, it's usually a bit higher than the mortgage interest rate. So when you guys see that banks advertise, okay, the mortgage that you're going to repay over, I don't know, 25 years is at 4%. The flat rate, when you borrow interest to buy a car, it's usually a bit more. So let's say 6%. Still pretty low. 6% per annum. If the loan is repaid over, let's say, I don't know, 3 years. Okay, so flat rate interest, so it's just I equals PRT over 100. So you just go 15,000 times 6 times 3 over 100. And you write all that out on the calculator. Probably I need to use the calculator as well. So unfortunately, I'm not a scientific brain. I mean, whatever am I talking about now? Where is my calculator? Programs. Calculator. So let's say I got 15,000 times 6 times 3 over 100. So then the answer is 2,700. That is the interest you have to pay on a car if you borrow it over that amount of time. Magic Monk should have. Hey, how did you make the word green back with a green background? Fig Tree, how did you make the text with a green background? So yeah, I equals PRT over 100, 2,700. What else is there? So yeah, if we want to calculate now what is the total repayment. So total repayment calculate, oh, spelled calculate wrong, calculate. Calculate you can't see green background. Well, the word Magic Monk has got a green background. Calculate the Titans. Is there any reason why you're here? Because I'm actually interested in why you're still here, because you're probably finding this really boring. Calculate the total amount repaid. It may be because it is your name. Okay, then. That's interesting. On this loan. Calculate the total amount repaid on this loan. So you're going to go... Does that have... Okay, Frank, probably should forget about the color thing now. It doesn't matter. So then I have total repayments is equal to total repayment is equal to your principal plus your interest. So your principal is, what is it? Your principal is 15,000 plus your interest is 2,700. So in total that will be $17,700. That's your total repayment. Okay, so what do you need to know? What else do you need to know about flat rate interests? Sometimes you pay some sort of deposit. Sometimes you pay a deposit and then you pay out the balance of the loan. So you're only borrowing the balance. And sometimes you need to, actually, before we do that, oh yeah, it was green for me. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I thought you're Frank. Why did I even have Frank in my head? That is just weird. That is just weird. Why I thought you were Frank. What? Well, yeah, but there is more to it. But anyway, if you want the monthly repayment, so because when you want to repay this amount over 3 years, all right, so there is, how many years are there? There is 3 years. How many months are there? Are you in 12th year Australian school? 17. So there are 12 by 3, which is 36 months in how many years? 3 years. So it's going to be 17,700 divided by 36. Oops. Divided by 36, and that will tell you how much money you pay per month. So let's type that into the calculator. Awesome calculator. So let's turn it on again and go, what do we want? 17,700 divided by 36. And we have 491.67. 491.67, that's your monthly repayment. So let's change up the question. Okay, let's say in this same question, we say that a 10% deposit American 10th grade geometry. Yeah, that's pretty good, Titans. Well done. What time is it over there? A 10% deposit is required on this car. Right, and then after the deposit is paid, the balance will be paid at, what did we say before? 6%. Let's just do a different number. 5.5% per annum. Flat rate interest. In monthly installments. Okay, so what that means is, wait, I might just get confirmation that Ali is still watching, because it's a bit pointless for me to do this if you're not watching, Ali. Ali, do you know what we're talking about here? I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. Wow, I helped you get through Maths B. Okay. So, who are you? A strong lack of creativity. So is that why you're doing law and business? Because you don't have creativity? I'm kidding. You need to be very creative as a lawyer, I'm very sure. Open your window. Ali, are you still here or not? Ali, when you're back, I will... Ali, when you're back, I'll keep going. Okay, I guess you're back. So, 10% deposit, so I got $15,000. That's the purchase price of this car. But I'm going to find 10% of that. Eddie helped me get through 7th grade. Oh man, thanks for that. Oh, listen, Titans. Uh, email me a screenshot of what you mean by reflections, and I'll do a tutorial for it. Because reflections is a pretty big field. So, I mean, geometry is a pretty big field. So yeah, 15,000 times 0.1, and then it'll be 1,500. That's your deposit. Okay, it's on my front. It's on my front page and it's on my website, but I'll type it out. But try not to spam me, because yeah, I get too many spams already. So yeah, 1,500 is the 10% deposit. So now after the deposit is paid, then I minus that off. So 15,000 take 1,500. That is how much you have left to pay on your car. So it's 13,500. Don't worry, I'm not the guy. Yeah, I was just kidding about the spam, but yeah, good to know, Titans. Is that you play some sort of game? Is that where your name comes from? Okay, so 13,500. What is the rest of the question? Minus the deposit, so that is how much money is left. So yeah, we got to find out 5.5% of that. So I equals PRT over 100. So it's principal times the rate, which is 5.5, times the time, which is 3, over 100. So that's how much interest the bank is going to charge you. So put that in your... this is my gaming channel. Alright, well I'll subscribe to your channel now. What videos do you have? Roblox. Warframe. I'll click on a video now, see what it does. Oh, shooting people. Are those Lego bricks? Yeah. Cool. Alright, well thanks for sharing your channel. Yeah, so let's keep going with that. So 13,500 times 5.5 times 3. Ali, I really hope you're watching, because I'm doing this for you. 2,227.5. Ali, what? 2,227.5. That is the interest that you're paying. Smiley assassin. Oh, thanks for saying that. Appreciate it. I've pretty much forgotten Math C already, so yeah, you probably know more Math C than me, but yeah, I made tutorials for that to teach myself. Yeah, so this is 12 Maths A now, by the way. So who are you, smiling assassin? Yeah, so now I'm going to add that to my principal. So principal plus interest is 13,500 plus 2,227.5. That's how much the total repayment is. Total repayment. So you add all that together. So 13,500 plus 2227.5 and what? 15,727. So that is the total repayment. Now it says that we want to pay it in monthly installments. We're going to pay it in monthly installments. So how many months are there in 3 years? Well, it's 36 months, isn't it? Wait. I didn't even say how many years. So over 3 years. Right, I didn't even say how many years. So yeah, the monthly repayments will be 15,727.5 divided by 36, because there are 36 months over 3 years. So type that in your calculator, divided by 36. And you have $436.88, 2 decimal places. That's the monthly repayment. So do you know how to rearrange the equation, Ali? God, that calculator gives me PTSD. A strong lack of creativity. What is your name? What's your indices? Coincidence, we've been learning them just recently. Exam is in next week. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. What school are you at? Or what? Are you in Australia or what? That video was really long. That video was 2 hours long. Because someone came and asked me a pretty serious log question. Barely got it out, really. Yeah, so that's the monthly repayment. Ali, do you know how to rearrange this equation? Yes or no? So let's turn this around. Oh, North Queensland. Sweet. That's really good. What part of North Queensland? Is that Cairns or Townsville or something like that? So let's say we want the rate of interest that you've been charged. So wait, did we even say who this is? We didn't give this person a name. So let's say, wait, sort of forgotten. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, boom, boom, boom. Ali buys this car. Wait. Ali paid, let's say, $500 a month for, let's say, 4 years to, what is it? to boom, boom, to repay the loan. To repay the, let's make it a bit more, because yeah, 500 per month over 4 years, that's a lot more money. To repay the $17,500 loan. How much was the rate? How much was the rate of interest? So strong lack of creativity. You still haven't said who you are, but it doesn't matter. Titans, have you gone to sleep? I'm guessing you have. So Townsville, that's pretty cool. I think I might know someone in Townsville. Yeah, I do. I have friends in Townsville. Yeah, one of my ex-students is actually in Townsville. Anyway, Ali, are you following this? So I equals PRT over 100. Okay, you have a few choices. You can either rearrange it straight away. Or you can rearrange it straight away, or you can sub in the numbers and then rearrange. Okay, so Ali, what do you want? There's two ways. You can either sub in, then rearrange, or you can rearrange, then substitute in the values. Which one do you want to do? You tell me which one you want to do and I'll do it, because then at least I know you know what I'm talking about. 7 people watching. Apparently in China, when a teacher streams live, they get thousands of, actually millions of people watching. And I've got 6 people. Rearrange and sub in. Okay, thank you, Smiley Assassin. Smiley. Okay, I won't even say your name because, yeah, it's spelt funny. Yeah, so let's rearrange it. So to rearrange that, what you do is you move the 100 to the other side by multiplying both sides by 100. So then you have 100i equals PRT. Okay, because I've multiplied both sides by 100. So that means PRT divided by 100 times 100. The effect cancels each other out. So I have just PRT left. Smiley, what are you talking about? Okay, so now I'm going to divide both sides by P and T. So divide both sides by P and T. And that means that the right hand side, P divided by P equals 1. T divided by T equals 1. So now I just have R on the right. So the rearranged equation is R equals 100i divided by PT. 100i, call me Smiley or Mocha. Okay then, probably just do Smiley because your name doesn't have Mocha in it. Oh. So lazy on the weekend. Need to go out and do stuff a bit more. So R equals 100i over PT, and then I have P is 17,500 for the principal. Good stretch. What do I have? We don't know. We don't know yet. But we're going to find it. R, we don't know either. And T is 4 years. So R is what we're trying to find. So we need I before we can start the question. So what is the rate of interest? Well, he's repaid 500 per month for 4 years. So 500 per month for 4 years. Uh, 4 years is 12 times 4 months. So 500 per month times, how many months is that? 500 times 48. 500 times 48. Let's put that in your calculator. Oh, 500, not 4. 500. By the way, Ali, can you just confirm if you hear any echo? $24,000. That's your total repayment. So the interest is equal to the principal, the total repayment minus the principal, isn't it? Because if you guys remember, I said before that the total repayment is the principal plus the interest. So if I want to go in a separate matrix in geometry, well, Titans, I've already done it. But yeah, there are videos on that. I don't know if it's just that Ali has an exam pretty soon, so I mean I don't mind talking about it, but yeah, the thing is I might just help Ali with this, but I'll send you a link to my matrices video. Just 1 second. Matrices. See, on my website, if you search for matrices, you'll get these videos, and I'd suggest you start with that. Linear transformation with matrices, lesson 1, translation of a point. But yeah, it's just yeah. Well, no, it's good. I mean, if Ali wasn't here, I would definitely tutor you through that. Definitely. But yeah, just look at some matrices video first before. Okay, then. Well, Dre over in the US, I'm guessing Dre is like, what time is it in the US? Let's just look it up. USA time. 2:19 a.m. in Washington. So Dre, if you're in year 8, you probably should be asleep. Okay, because yeah, I don't want to be responsible for you. Oh, 11:20. Oh, that's pretty early. Well, actually, it's still pretty late, but I guess it's okay on a Saturday because, you know, you sleep later on Saturdays. California. Cool city. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for watching. And yeah, next time, how about we just make... Yeah, Ali, I know it's Saturday. Oh, why is it a 4-day weekend? Titans. Why is it a 4-day weekend? Okay, so the total repayment is 24,000 minus the principal. Principal is 17,500. So the rate of interest, so the interest amount is 24,000 minus 17,500, and it's 6,500. So that is the interest. Okay, that's the interest that the interest that you've paid over the 4 years, 6,500. So I'm going to put that here. So now we just want to calculate the rate. So the formula that we rearranged previously is rate equals 100i over pt. So R equals 100 times, thanks Eddie the magic meme. Oh wow, that's, yeah. I don't even know where you got that or why it's funny, but it's okay. 100 times 6,500 over 17,500 times 4. Okay, Ali, I really hope you're following because I'm just doing this for you. 100 times 6,500. Oh, that's a big number. Divided by vector questions. Difficult vector questions. Oh, is this for year 11 or what? Year 11 Math C or what? Smiley Assassin. $17,500 times 4 and the answer is 9.2857. 9.2857. So yeah, that's pretty much the answer. The rate is 9.2857. So the answer is 9.29% per annum. Round it to 2dp, 2 decimal places. If I can remember. Ali, if this is helping you, I'm glad to help. I'm just saying you need to be actually listening. But I know you are, so that's good. A vector question. So, a difficult vector question. Let me just think about that. Yeah, vectors. Is dot product hard enough, or that's pretty much the hardest thing I can think of right now. If you want dot product, I can probably do one on that. Applications. Gaussian inverse. Okay, you want one on that? Alright, well, Ali, I guess you don't want help anymore, so I might switch to this for a bit. So let me see if I can find something. Ooh. Wow. I really need to I really need to study it again because I have forgotten so much, hey. I've forgotten so much. Because, I don't know, this year I'm only doing maths A and B. So, yeah, I really need to brush up on that before I can tutor you on that. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably need to watch my own videos to learn it again because it's looking pretty foreign right now. Matrices or vectors or both. Yeah. Just give me a second to study again. Yeah, we might start with we might start with a simpler one, and then hopefully I'll lead myself into the harder ones, because I haven't done it for a while. So I'm just gonna save this, save it, and I'm gonna do maths C vectors. Okay. Vertex operator algebra. Vertex operator algebra. Let me just Google what that is. Vertex vector algebra. Is that what you said? Operator algebra. Algebraic structure that plays an important role in... Wow. Oh, identity, translation. Well, yeah, I can pretty much tell you I don't know anything about that. So, sorry, cheesy gaming. Is that even high school work or... So yeah, let's do one. Let's talk about if I draw a vector. So this is vectors. Okay, this is going to be really bad because I haven't done it in a really long time. Okay, so if I draw a vector, let's say I draw a vector here, and let's just make it a bit harder, so it's not just in the first quadrant, because you want harder stuff, don't you? So let's draw a vector this way, and let's give it a point. Let's go with, that's x and y. Let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5 and -9. Okay, now the point, let's say it lies on -5, -9. It's alright, try your best. Yeah, listen, if you feel like you can get better by studying on your own, let me know, but yeah, otherwise I'll just keep going. So if I want to know how long this line is, let's call this vector u. Okay, let's call this vector u. If I want to know how long that line is, I call that the magnitude. Magnitude of u is written like that with, I don't know, 2 lines next to it. So to get the magnitude, you use basically Pythagoras theorem. Alright, so you would go, you pretend there's a right angle triangle. Okay, so vertically it's 9 units. Horizontally it's 5 units. So you basically just go 9 squared. Actually, it's -9, but it's the same thing. You can go -9 squared plus 5 squared and just square root it. From basic, what do you call this? Pythagoras theorem. So type that into your top Nike posts. How are you going? Where are you from? So you just go bracket -9 squared plus 5 plus 5 squared and square root that. So where's my square root button? By the way, do you guys use this calculator up there? Smiley Assassin. Can't see the square. Oh, yes, you can. Square root of 106. And you got 10.29. So that's the magnitude of vector u. So if you want the direction of u, okay, what would you do then? Well, by the way, Smiley Assassin, if it's too easy, I will hopefully get to harder stuff because I'm sort of reminding myself how to do it right now. So the direction is going to be theta equals, tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. Okay, so tangent theta equals, it's a color calculator. Wow, that's very advanced. Opposite is -5, adjacent is 9. It doesn't matter if you use -5 or -5. I'm just going to use 5. Okay. Because, yeah, we need the direction from the positive x-axis anyway. So theta is inverse tan of 5/9. Because that's the opposite. That's the adjacent. So inverse tan 5/9 is... Do you want me to do it in degrees or radians? Inverse tan bracket 5/9 is 0.507. I'm guessing that's radians. Radians. How do you guys... Rajiv Kumar, who are you? Rajiv Kumar, who are you? 0.507C. Don't tell me you are Manav. C radians? Can we say C is radians? I'm just going to say RAD. Or if you want it in degrees, zero button on there gets it to degrees. So math to degrees. Is there? No. Angle. To degrees, minutes, seconds. Anyone know how to convert between radians and degrees on this? Or wait, God, this is embarrassing. So 2 pi radians equals 2 pi radians equals 360 degrees. That means radian, 1 radian is 360 degrees divided by 2 pi. So if we multiply that by 0.507, so then I will get 0.507 radians is how many degrees? 360 divided by 2 pi. Where is the pi button on this? The pi button, is that pi? 360 divided by 2 pi. Times 0.507. $29 degrees. Okay. Maybe you guys should tutor me. Alright, pi radian is 180 degrees. So pi radian is 180 degrees. So how many radians did we have? We have 0.508. So it's 0.508 times, oh, forget it. Forget it. I've already done it. Times 180 over pi. Yeah, so I still got my math skills A. Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do. Manaf, stop saying that. Okay, direction of vector u. So yeah, the direction of vector u is 29.04 is this angle. But usually we want the direction from the positive x-axis. So we actually want the angle from here. Okay, probably use a different color. We usually want the angle from here. Oops. So let's call that theta, the real theta, because yeah, let's call the other one theta too. So yeah, that angle is going to be 180 degrees minus 29 points. What did you guys say? 05. 180 minus 29.05. Ooh. Is 150.95 degrees. So that is the angle. Okay, that's the angle from the positive x-axis. And if you want, however, if you want the true bearing, true bearing is from the positive x-axis. Is from the positive x-axis, so that it's a bearing of 0 degrees, and then 90 degrees, and then to another 90 degrees is 180, So it's actually 180 plus 29.05 because we want the angle from the north, right? From the north. So from here to the right, to the east, to the south, and then a bit over, 29.05 degrees over. So it's just 180 plus 29.05. So what's that? 209.05 degrees. True bearing. Hey Ali, how are you going? So yeah, that's a true bearing of the vector u. So now I'm going to give you a vector in magnitude and direction, and you're going to write it in terms of unit vectors. Okay, which are basically how many units in x and how many units in y. So it's good to see you're using true bearing because our revision sheet had answers in degrees true. Oh wow, so this is actually helping you then. You probably know more than me. You could be running this tutorial, smiley assassin. I'm trying to get... See you later. Okay then. Have a good one. Where are you going, Manav? So yeah, I have a vector, and I'm going to give you the magnitude and the direction. Okay, so let's put it in this quadrant now. Let's put it in this quadrant now, and let's make it vector u again. The magnitude of u, wait, let's use a brighter color because magnitude of u is, let's say, boom, 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 20. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's centimeters or meters or what, doesn't really matter. Magnitude of u is that, and we want the direction. So I'm just going to say the direction is, let's say, 20 degrees. This angle is 20 degrees. So theta, which is from the positive x-axis, this angle, theta is, let's say, 340 degrees. So theta is 340 degrees. Now, to express this vector as unit vectors are basically I, j, and k. Now, we basically calculate how much the vector travels to the east. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, did that really bad. 1, 2. We want to know how many units is going to the right, and then how many units is going down. This vector is made up of how many vectors to the right and how many vectors down. So this vector, we need the magnitude of that, and this vector, we need the magnitude of that. So to calculate that, let's say this is x and this is y. to calculate that, we're going to use the magnitude. So we're going to say x is equal to the magnitude of u times cosine theta. Okay, and y is going to be the magnitude of u times sine theta. So you can use 20 degrees if you want. It'll give you the same answer for x. But for y, if you just use 20 degrees, it's going to give you a positive answer. So you might as well use 340. Yeah, I know that you understand it, Smiley. I'm sort of teaching myself now. So then I have 20 times cosine 20. Oh, let's do 340. And let's do 20 times sine 340. So let's put that in your graphics calculator. All right, 20. Oh, let's put the calculator on. What do we want? We want settings. Settings. Where are the settings for this? Oh, mode. Put it on degrees. Okay, and then what did I just do? Mode, put it on degrees, quit. It's so hard using these. And then let's do 20 times cosine 340. And that should give me 18.79. That looks right. 18.79 centimeters or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then 20 times sine 340. And that is negative 6.84. So, wow, 10 viewers. Yes, Jake. In China, when teachers do this, they get about 10,000 viewers. But I do appreciate your support. Okay, so I, J, and K, these are the 3 unit vectors. So you can write the vector as vector u is equal to 18.79 I minus 6.84 J. Okay, so that's called writing it in x and y components. So you can write it as your components, or express it as a direction. Oh, Math C is so draining. Math C is really draining. Unit vector. So if we get a vector and we divide it by the unit vector, then wait, let me just write out the sentence. The unit vector of vector u in the direction of u is denoted u with underline and with a little hat at the top. That's called the unit vector. So if you guys remember with our I and j, I is one unit along the x-axis. J is one unit along the y-axis. So along the direction of u, right, along the direction of u, the unit vector is what we're trying to calculate right now. And find the unit vector in the direction of u. So let's just do that. So I'm going to give you a simpler one to start off. You need to know about unit vectors. I need to know about it too. It's basically saying along this direction, okay, along this direction, one magnitude, what is, how many x and y is there? So what we're going to do is basically use the formula. Wait, let's write a simple one. So let's just go from the origin to here. Let's do, let's make this 7, 4. Okay, 7 units to the right, 4 units up. So vector u is defined as 7i plus 4j. Okay, and we want to find the magnitude of u. In order to find the unit vector, so how many units to the right, how many units up, for, let's say the magnitude is 20, I don't know, and it's 7i plus 4j. I want to know for one unit, how many I units is there, how many j units is there. So for one, for a magnitude of 1. So that's what we're doing. So basically, we need to figure out the magnitude of this vector. Okay, we need to find out the magnitude of this vector. So we're down to 3 people. How do we find the magnitude? So I just go magnitude of u is 7 squared plus 4 squared square root. So I have 7 squared plus 4 squared, and we're going to square root that. So square root 65. .06 root viewers. What? 8.06. 8.06 is the magnitude. So how long this line is. This line is 8.06 units long. So Jake, do you have any idea what's going on? Actually, I'm just going to keep it in surd form, okay, because it's probably better practice. So it's, what was that? 49 plus 16. So that's square root of 65. Square root of 65. And you can simplify that if you want. So can we simplify it? Is there any square numbers that fit into this? This is not maths A or B, Jake. This is maths C. Vectors. Right? Vectors. These symbols with a squiggly line under it. So square numbers, I can't think of any that fit. Oh. No. 25, no. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it as that. So the unit vector is simply, if you guys remember what I was talking about, is the u divided by the magnitude. Vector u divided by the magnitude of u. Because we know this line is 8.06 units long, but we want to get it down to just 1 unit. So then I can find out what I is and what j is. So this is a triangle. So that means that if I divide this side by 8.06, I'm going to divide both of these sides by 8.06 as well. All 3 sides are going to be smaller with the same factor. So if I divide this side by 8.06 and I divide this side by 8.06, then I will get the I and j. So I'm going to write out u again, which is 7i plus 4j. And I'm going to divide by square root of 65 on both of them. On both of them, I'm going to divide by square root of 65. So you can write it as 7 over square root of 65i plus 4 over square root of 65j. And if you can't simplify it, then that's it. That's the answer. That's the unit vector. So we're saying along this vector, if I go 1 unit along this direction, wow, this is really full on. So let me just draw another one. So we're saying x and y. Our vector is 7, 4. So 7 along here, 4 along here. We go to the right 7 units, and then we go up 4 units. And it had a size of square root of 65 or 8.06. When we go 8.06 in this direction, whatever theta is, we have to go to the right 7 units, and then we have to go up 4 units. But if we only want to go 1 unit in that same direction, so I'm going to use a different color pen. If I only want to go 1 unit in this same direction, if I only want to go 1 unit, then I have to go to the right 7 over square root of 65 units. So how many units is that? 7 over square root of 65. Let me just get the decimal form. 7 over square root of 65. And you got 0.868. You go to the right 0.868 units to the right, and then you're going to go up 4 over square root of 65. You're going to go up 0.496 units. So you're going to go up 0.496 units, and then that will give you this 1 unit along this vector. Now, to check that your answer is right, all you got to do is find out the magnitude of these two, of this vector, to check that it is unit 1. So if you add these together, 0.868 squared plus 0.49 squared, and then if you square root that, well, you can already see it's pretty close to 1 anyway. So yeah, if you square root that, you pretty much get 1. So yep, if you go to the right 0.868 and you go up 0.49, this side is going to be 1. So yeah, it's pretty much right. Okay, so that's how you do a unit vector. Now, should we do another unit vector question? Smiley, do you want to do a unit vector question, or should we move on? Let me know, Smiley. I'll wait for your response, because I don't think anyone else is here. I'm gonna get some hot water. Yeah. Jake, the reason why you think it's easy is there are 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm the one explaining it. And number 2, we're just starting. Move on. Okay, Smiley, you're really pushing my abilities here. Locating vectors. So let's draw another Cartesian plane again. Okay, so let's draw a vector of A, vector A, vector A, and let's draw another vector, call it vector B. So then if I have position of B relative to A. Alia Sobolewski. Alia. Got Alia. You sound so familiar, but I can't picture you right now. Yeah, just 1 second. I've got to work out this. So in case you people are wondering why is the magic monk stuck, it's because he's sort of reading the textbook at the same time because he hasn't done Math C for a long time. 3 years. 2 years. So basically, if I have point A over here and point B over here, and vector A is the vector going to point A, vector B is the vector going to point B, then if we want a vector going from point A to point B, if we want this vector, then that is going to be, okay, from here to here, this line, the direction and the, oh, it's in this direction. Okay, so if I want that, if I want to find out the position vector of that, that's going to be point B, sorry, vector B minus vector A. Okay, this is going to be vector B minus vector A. So I don't know if you guys can see it geometrically, but I'll try to show you. So if you imagine this line, is drawn from the origin, okay, identical vector for this line is drawn over here. Identical direction, identical magnitude. Now that is going to be the same as vector B, which is traveling this way, minus vector A. So vector A is originally traveling this way. Now, the opposite direction would be down this way. So if from this point I travel down this way, so the opposite of vector A, then I will get vector of B minus A. Right, so vector B is going this way, minus vector A, I will end up with B minus A, which is the same as what we're looking for. So that's basically the reasoning. If you can't get that, well, good luck with that. Yeah, so what should we do now? So I'm going to give you some numbers for these. So let's give you point B is 7, 2, and point A is 3, 8. So point A and point B. Okay, so let's say find the position free wait, are you in year 12? Free, you're in year 12, aren't you? You probably can run this tutorial. Find the position of find the position vector locating point B from point A. Find the position vector locating point B from point A. So vector B, which is the line going to B, is 7i plus 2j. And vector A is 3i plus 8j. So vector A to B is just going to be, vector going from A to B is just going to be vector B minus vector A. Now, when you are minusing, you can simply treat it as normal algebra. So we got 7i plus 2j minus, now you're going to put this all inside a bracket, 3i plus 8j. Free, you've stopped replying. Who is actually still here right now, other than Smiley Assassin? Can't actually, it doesn't actually show you who is here. So you've got to expand that out. Okay, so free, well, you could be running this tutorial, so, and I have no idea about year 12 because I'm not teaching year 12, so you'll probably top the grade anyway. So I guess, yeah, are you just here for fun? So then we got 7i plus 2j minus 3i minus 8j. So then we got 7i minus 3i is 4i plus 2 minus 8 is minus 6j. So yeah, that is what it takes to travel from A to B. Right, this vector will be 6i plus 6i, so going to the right 6 units, and going to the right 4 units and going down 6 units. And you can probably figure that out just from taking the numbers away, right? 7 minus 3 is 4. 2, well, we have 8. This is 8 units, 8 along the y-axis, and this is 2 along the y-axis. 8 minus 2 is 6, so really it's just so easy, isn't it? So now let's do the length of AB. So the length is, let's use this space. The length of AB, or the magnitude, is square root of 4 squared plus negative 6 squared, square root of that. So we got the square root, where is it? Square root of 4 squared plus negative 6 squared. Oh, what happened? Your internet keeps dropping out. Free, you don't need to be here. You're too smart for this. Okay. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that. So, for those of you that don't know, Free is probably topping the school. So, that's why I'm saying that. She knows more than me. Okay, 7.21. That's the magnitude. Magnitude of this line here, 7.21. Okay. 3D vectors. Whoever is still here, can you type a message so I know who I'm talking to? Is Smiley even still here? Maths C vectors 2. Just save that. Or feel free to give me some tips when I forget what to do. So you do Maths C as well, don't you? Ali, what are you doing here? So 3D vectors. All right, we got X, Y, and Z. So now if you imagine X and Y is now on a piece of paper on a table. So there's the table. There's a table. Really badly drawn. You can't see that side, by the way. And you put a piece of paper on it. Beautiful voice. You know, I had someone tell me a while ago on YouTube that my voice makes them want to kill themselves. So you put a piece of paper on that, and you got X along here and Y along there, and then Z is going to go up, coming out of the desk. That's crazy, isn't it? So Z is along here. So again, we can find the magnitude of that. So if I point a vector in 3D, let's say I point it 3 units along the x-axis, 2 units along the y-axis, and then I point it 5 units up. Oh, that's going to be hard to draw. It's going to be hard to draw that. 3 units. Let's do 3 units to the right, 4 units down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units down, and 5 units up. 5 units up. So this vector, located in a 3D space. Located in a 3D space. And this will have a coordinate of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, 5 units up. Only in your spare time. Sorry, I can't remember why you're saying that. Like, oh, you don't do Math C. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I'm a bit surprised. So yeah, then you just go vector u. That's vector u. Vector u is 3i minus 4j plus 5k. So if you get the magnitude of that, so basically the theory around that is because it's in 3D, okay, you want to use Pythagoras to get to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to use Pythagoras to get this line. Right, because here is a right angle triangle. So in 2D, you can use Pythagoras to find this point. And then there's another right angle triangle here, so you can use Pythagoras to find the hypotenuse of that right angle triangle going up vertically. So if you use Pythagoras to do 3 squared plus 4 plus -4 squared, and you get the answer. And then you plus and then you plus 5 squared, and then you square root that. Okay, that's just going to be the same as doing that. I'll let the smart people find out why that is. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So if you put that into the calculator, so 3 squared 3 squared plus negative 4 squared plus 25 and then you square root that, so square root of 50 is square root of 50, which is 7.07. So that's the magnitude of this vector in 3D. How long that line is. Okay. So, Smiley, have you done? Wow, you tutor for it without taking the class. That's pretty crazy. So, Smiley, do you want to do something to do with forces? Like, I don't know. Force. Someone pushing a box or something like that. Smiley still there? Yes, that would be great. Like an object in space being affected by pulls or an object being pulled by people. Okay. Actually, Smiley, I think I might go eat something. So, I don't know. I'll try to come back in about an hour and with some really good ideas. Because, yeah, I need to read up on some of this. Okay, so Smiley, I'll see you back here in an hour. Guys, I'll see you all back in an hour. Okay, gonna take a break, eat some food and all that. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. See you in 1 hour.